My name is Erin St. Blaine, also known as Mermaid Glimmer, and I am a professional mermaid. I started out as a kids entertainer. I used to do princess parties for little girls, and I would dress up like the Little Mermaid, and I couldn't go in the pool with the kids, and that was just unacceptable. So I made my very first swimmable mermaid tail. It was probably about 10 years ago, and ever since then, it's been my favorite kind of performance. I love performing for kids and for adults and everybody in the pool with my tail on. When I first started, about 10 years ago, I was just about the only one in the area. It was a really new art form. But since then, there have been so many new mermaids coming up every single day. There's mermaids all over the world, and we have mermaid conventions where we all get together and we can swim together and just have a great time. I'm so delighted to get to swim with my mermaid friends. One of my favorite things about my mermaid friends is that everybody in the mermaid community is super creative. A lot of things you can't buy yourself, like these fantastic crowns and jewelry and a lot of tails and tops. There are mermaids that make these for sale, but a lot of mermaids make them themselves or make them for their friends. My crown was made by Mermaid Rachel, and my top too, and then I have a beautiful bracelet made by my friend Mermaid Melissa. So we all love to get together and get crafty and make stuff together and help each other develop our mersonas together. So it's really a lot of fun to be a part of such an interesting, creative, vibrant community full of such dynamic men and women both. This is my Mermaid Glimmer tail, and she is made of neoprene and paint and lots of jewels and sparkles, and she has 180 addressable LED lights inside of her. That means I can program the colors for the lights to do all kinds of different animations and different colors and brightnesses and that sort of thing, which is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. I love being able to just change colors. Not everybody makes their own tail. There are a lot of wonderful professional tail makers out there, and you can get anything from a $40 fabric tail that's printed with mermaid colors on it, all the way up to a really high-end custom-made $7,000 silicone creation, and everywhere in between. Every single day there seem to be more and more mermaid tail makers out there who are just amazing artisans and running their own small businesses selling mermaid tails to enthusiastic people. So I think it's a wonderful community, but I really like making my own stuff. So I really love this tail. I also have two other tails that I made. I made a Ariel style tail, which is green, and it has a blue monofin in there that I collaborated with Mermaid Pearly May. And then I have a tail that is inspired by Elsa from Frozen. So when Frozen came out, I just love that character so much that I made an Elsa, what if Elsa turned into a mermaid? So I made a tail that looks like Elsa maybe had turned into a mermaid and was swimming in the ocean. I'll take my tail and swim anywhere. I'm really lucky to have this beautiful mermaid grotto pool that I can swim in whenever I want. But I also love to just take my tail down to the local rivers and swim around in the river for the afternoon. It's a lot of fun. I've also been lucky enough to get to perform in people's pools. A lot of people will hire me to come and swim at their pool for kids' parties or for adult parties. I've done a lot of shows in the wine country. One time, I even got to do a show in Las Vegas, where I got to swim in the pool at Caesar's Palace, which was an amazing experience. Greater than that, I've gotten to do a lot of swimming in the ocean as well. I'm really lucky I've gotten to do a lot of photo shoots and workshops in the Bahamas with Way Beyond Productions. I've gotten to do a couple of photo shoots in Hawaii with Sea Through Sea. And working with underwater photographers around the world is just an amazing experience because they just know all the best spots to take you. One of my favorite spots we've ever went to was I went to the cenotes in Mexico. The cenotes are an underwater subterranean river where we can swim around in caves, basically, which is really great for Mermaid Glimmer because I can be outdoors in nature, but it's also dark. So we can swim around and shoot some amazing footage and video in the caves in Mexico. I've also gotten to swim with dolphins. I've gotten to swim with whale sharks. And swimming with beautiful animals in the ocean is just an experience that everybody should seek out and have if they can. This mermaid tail has a monofin inside of it. It's a competitor monofin, which is made for free divers. Free divers can wear these fins on their feet, and they can just dive all the way down. I've seen videos of people diving down 150, 200 feet. It also means that I can swim really quickly with a minimum of motion. I'm much better at swimming in the tail now than I am without the tail. I can hold my breath static for about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I practiced for a while. If I'm swimming, I can't hold my breath anywhere near that long. But I do have some mermaid friends and underwater models who can hold their breath for 4 to 5 minutes while swimming around underwater. It's really astonishing. Humans can they can do a lot more than you believe they can. It seems impossible, but it is amazing what human beings can do when they put their mind to it. Or mermaid beings. The deepest I've ever done with freediving is probably about 25 feet. But again, I've freedived with some other swimmers and mermaids who were going down 30 or 40 feet with no problem whatsoever. We did a photo shoot in the Underwater Museum in Cancun, and there are a whole bunch of concrete statues that an artist sunk down to the bottom of the ocean, and you can swim down. They're about 30 feet down and visit them. And I have some shots where I got almost down to the statues, but I couldn't quite make it that deep. I would love to go back and see if I can get any deeper as I practice my breath hold and practice my physicality of being a mermaid. I believe that mermaids live in our hearts. I also believe that we've only seen 10% of what's in the ocean. Only 10%. Scientists are discovering new creatures and new environments under the sea every single day. So who knows what's out there? Who knows what's under the sea? I think we need to learn more about sea creatures, more about all the animals and the fish and the nature and the caves, and there's so much to explore under the ocean. I just want to go there with all my mermaid friends and swim around and explore the ocean and feel the mermaid love in our hearts. When you find something that you're passionate about and you find some community that you can connect with on such a deep level, where you just have so much in common with all these other wonderful people that are just as excited as you are about magic and about dressing up and about making people happy, then I really feel like that is the truest, realest thing in the world. Thank you so much for coming and swimming with me today. My name is Ariel St. Blaine, also known as Mermaid Glimmer, and I hope that you learned a lot about the mermaid world and how the mermaid community works today. Thanks so much, and I hope to swim with you next summer.